Welcome back to episode 6 of Factorio 0.15, and yeah, this is going to bite me right away. We actually need to move it, so what I'm going to do is just look at Y. I was going to do oil, but we don't need oil just yet. In military science pack, which is the next one along, we'll need to make piercing rounds, grenades, and gun turrets. Good thing to get early game anyway, because you're going to need those things. So we're going to need to make grenades, which we've got, but also we're going to need other things too. So why don't we get on to military science this episode? Sounds like a plan? Yeah, let's get going. So we're going to need to make a few assembly machines. Let's again start with having our screen blocked. What can we make first? We can make, in fact, can I move you over? Probably going to need to reverse this in a minute, but don't worry. We can start off with regular firearm magazines. All that needs is iron. So what we can do is actually just run this under here. Like that, and then we can put iron in place. And what I'll probably do is put another one there and put some power poles in place. That's annoying that it's offset by one, but I'll cope. Next up, we're going to need, I think, a level 2 assembly machine. And we're going to make piercing round magazines there. So that'll take some of the prior regular firearm magazines, some steel plate, some copper plate. Well, we can get copper and we can get the firearm. We just need steel, which is exactly what I said that we probably want to get that over here. And I haven't actually upgraded these furnaces yet. Don't worry, I'll do it in one of the cuts. So we also want to get grenades, but I'll leave them there for temporarily. We're going to feed steel this way. And am I going to have to move this over? We're going to feed that out. We're going to need gun turrets, which is going to need those 3. That's fine. I'm going to need the steel, so the iron. I'm going to have to reroute that, and then all 3 of you. Let's assume we just output this way. Just temporarily. If we do that, can I just load you up with some steel? Do I have any steel? Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's just route the steel over here, or at least virtually route it temporarily. I'll rearrange this later. We're just going to need it just for that factory, so let's just do that for now. Put in some inserters and some power poles. And once I take that box out of play, whoops, there we go. That should all back up. Well, it should at least get over here. So we've got you. We also need some grenades. So what we could do, I suppose, is put the grenades onto this same line. Or maybe not. Maybe I want them separately. This is going to be a little bit crazy, but why not? Let me just, for now, and please don't complain. Don't worry, I will rearrange it. Because since some OCD is coming in here, we can just put the 2 outputs on this line, I want to say. I want to make sure that these are... There we go, cheapest way to do it. So grenades coming this way, firearms coming that way, and then we just need the 3rd ingredient. What was it, turrets? Turrets need these 2 ingredients, so that's fine. Let's just make another assembly machine. And there we are. But we do need iron. So, where are we going to get iron from? Technically, we get it from... Oh, this is going to be horrible. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. but I have to do it. At least temporarily. I'm going to rearrange later. And you can quote me on that. So let's just put some power poles in place. And then we're going to put the output of that somewhere. So again, let's just put it here. We can do that. Move these over by one. And then I've had no. To move them over by one, I'm going to have to go one further up. Yeah, that's fine. And then we can put a final assembly machine. Hopefully. Now let's put inserter there, some power. And we're going to need more. We're going to need inserters this way, aren't we? Let's just put 2 in, just in case. You're getting gears, but not copper yet. It should fill the copper too. I don't see a reason why it shouldn't. They are on the same belt after all. And then our final machine is going to be, again, here. What I don't know is how many of these military science packs we're going to need. So for now, I'll create something to create a few of them, and later we can get a lot more. Yep, it's feeding a copper. And we can just give that a boost just by dropping in the stuff from our inventory. And you're also going to need power, so let's just put you there. Where are you? Military science. So now one long-handed, and one short-handed and some power. And you should be up and running. So we can then just send, I guess, stuff this way, temporarily again. And run you up alongside here. And because these are very much over provisioning what we need, we can just put in some long-handed inserters just to again pass into the first one, and then from that point onwards the yellow one should pass from that point onwards. So let's just grab let's put one in there. I want to be able to do in-place upgrades of these things. Okay, that should be the military science sorted, at least to start. But I guess it's going to take a while. Where are the grenades? Oh, is it run out? Yeah, let's just make that shorter. And grenades are going to need a speed boost, so let's just upgrade that machine. And let's say, I don't think it's going to need blue inserters, but by all means we can put them in. Just gotta wait for this machine. That's pretty slow. Yeah, I think so. Let's see how fast it is now. That's okay, and certainly the inserters are keeping up. There's no reason to actually upgrade that just yet. I do actually want to take the steel out and just grab that box. So that's a horrendously complicated, convoluted, I should say, set of belts, but I think I'll clean that up off camera, which is what I'm going to do now. Alright, that looks much better. What I've done is just rearrange everything from this side. In fact, I can now erase you. And in fact, I can actually erase all of you guys, I think. Let's get rid of you. And let's just move that one back. Yeah. So, doubled up on the steel factories for steel. They seem to be keeping up just fine. I thought it was 4-1. Maybe that's just for belts, or maybe it's less than that. It may have changed. Earlier version I'm thinking of, and also my faulty memory. So these are keeping up just fine for now. Obviously, we're not using up steel just yet, so they are going to back up. So I can't really see the true ratio. Just to make sure I've got plenty of steel processing. I can always feed in more plate by pulling it in this side under here, underneath these belts, and then into here if we're ever getting outstripped. Let's make another set of banks factory going the other way. It's fine. We'll just move the whole thing once we get construction robots. So the steel's coming across, so is the coal. These are by far the slowest machine, so put 4 of them up. They're all making grenades. Grenades going across here, just getting balanced naturally by this. Getting dropped into this belt where our piercing rounds are being made. And then we've got this factory which is making turrets, and that again is a slow one. So what I may do with that, because all the ingredients are right here, is I could just move this up and then make another turret factory. In fact, let's just do that. Let's just make another one of you. And do I have room? Let's get you out of the way. And then we just need, again, the same kind of inserters on this side that we've got in the other one. We're going to need a long-handed, though, because it's going to need iron plate. In fact, I can't do that. No, I can't. Because I don't have anywhere to output this one without some shenanigans. I could with a lot of rearranging. This is going to make it look ugly again, though, but if I put you there, can I then move you and then maybe do something horrible like this? And then the two of you can, I don't know, go together? Something like that. Is going to be any problems with that? No, it looks fine, if a little bit untidy, but I can live with it. So for that, we just need to output down for this one, and up for this one. And we can even put it there, to be honest. That's going to go on the right hand side always, so we can just insert onto the left. And that should, again, naturally balance, which means I can probably put the follow-on factory here. Or maybe even this. I don't want to stop me from rebuilding there. And we can just put our military science packs like that. At which point we then just run the output this way and move our underground belts over. Insert, insert, put some power in place, and I think that's good to go. Are they all running? You're not running. Why are you not running? No iron, because no long-handed inserter. That is going to go. And you're running as well. Okay, so currently 4 grenade factories, assembly machines, 1 piercing rounds. They seem to be doing the job quite nicely. A couple of turret assembly machines, and then our military stuff. So the military science packs, we don't need that many of them yet, but I thought I'd build up an excess because we can go for stuff like grenade damage. And you'll see them building up over here, and they're getting passed in just fine. So that's pretty good. Yeah, military science. I think I'll leave it there for this episode. I'll delay oil processing for 1 more episode. Just wanted to get that next science pack out of there. And I will have to expand these at some point. In fact, we're pretty much out of iron ore again. You see all this, the steel stuff and all these upgrades is now hoovering our iron ore all the way out. So we need to... What's our power going like? Power is still fine. And I'm just going to need more mining drills. What are we out of? Circuits. Always out of circuits. Wow, I want construction robots. Even considering buffering these circuits, I really shouldn't buffer, but we'll see. I'll just grab these for now. And I'm going to be short of iron, but that's fine. I'll grab some from here. Everything we've run so far has been off this first quarter, although these will bounce a little bit. And we just run that backwards just for the whole science processing side of things. That's probably not going to be enough. And yeah, the grenade damage 1 is done, which is pretty good. It means it destroys trees in 2 instead of 3 grenades, so that's useful to have. Let's just take the Factorissimo mod architecture. I will show you Factorissimo. It allows us to compact some of this, which is kind of good, but I'll do it as a sort of optional thing. I don't want to do too much in Factorissimo because you don't see the layout very well on the screen of the whole factory. I do mean factory in this case, not assembling machines. You don't see the whole layout, so it is useful for putting stuff inside, like furnaces. I guess you could just keep it to just furnaces all inside and stuff like that. And power sometimes. You can put all the power plants inside and just pipe water in and steam out or something along those lines. It's been a while since I've looked at it, and I only seen it when it was Factorissimo 1. So Factorissimo 2 may have some changes in store that we need to get used to. And of course, if you've got any suggestions for this episode or any of the layouts you've seen so far, do leave them in the comments. More than happy to hear those. We're just going to extend this out a little bit, just as we've done before. And I think what we want to make sure we're doing is balancing it somewhat. So if we're going to have 3 of these to come in together, I'm not sure about a 3 to 1 balancer. I need to look at my balancer theory. It's been a long time. Let's just get these placed. There should be one more, at least one more, and some power again. Where's my power? There, there, and there. Belts. Yeah, and what we want to do is have them all coming together like this. I mean, you could just try, you could just do this, and it'd sort of work. Up until the point where you ran out of, where one belt wasn't enough. So it's going to get split here in 50%. 50% goes to steel, 50% is going to iron, and pretty much equivalent processing on both sides. Although in the case of iron, we're not using it up as fast as the steel, I don't think. Oh, it's backed up now. It should be fine. So yeah, that's good enough for this episode. I think I'm going to fill all of this in with iron ore processing in some way, and we'll worry about balancing it somewhat later. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. See you next time.